Wondering how I make my music? No! Well, you're in the right place. Don't click away. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my studio. I'm going to be talking about some of my most important music gear as well as some gaming related things. Let's get into it. Welcome to my corner of the apartment. There are a lot of things here, so I'll just start with my custom PC. And a lot has changed since 2019, when I first built it. In fact, Every single part has been changed since then. I've went from a 1660 Ti all the way to the 4090. I'm also running 64 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 5950X. That's 16 cores at just about 5 gigahertz. I mean, it's perfect for producing music and making videos, and obviously gaming at 4K. And speaking of 4K, the monitor I use is a Gigabyte M28U. So you might have noticed the synthesizer I have sitting on my desk. It's a Behringer Neutron, and this really cool piece of gear just doesn't get used all that often. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to play around with, but it just doesn't fit into my typical workflow. On my desk is my keyboard and mouse, and also home to my VKB Gladiators. I bought these in a dual stick configuration because at the time I was realizing that I loved Space Sims. Only soon after that I realized I hated Star Citizen. But I'm still holding out hope for Starfield. Video on that soon. Behind me is where I keep my VR headset. It's a Vive Cosmos Elite, so no inside-out tracking, and index remotes. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love these. More on the music side of things, this is my Boss Katana MK2, along with my super cheap Behringer audio interface. The Katana is key. It's instrumental in making all this work. Aside from my needs, if you are into playing guitar and have some minor experience installing apps on a computer, I'd heavily recommend you pick one of these up. The free software and having digital versions of nearly every Boss effect pedal created just makes this thing a near unbeatable value. I mean, in my opinion. Moving on to the next one, my Moore GE300 Lite. This is my primary tone generator, and I plug this thing directly into the power amp in on my Katana. This multi-effects unit gets you very close to the amp sim experience on PC, minus the PC. For me, this kit is mandatory for practicing and monitoring while recording direct. But before even that, the Earthquaker Devices Plumes. It's my absolute favorite pedal, and it's only a hunch. Buy one already. You know you want to. Now onto my microphone, which is the Zoom H6. I'm using the included XY capsule in mono, and this thing is great for doing video content like this, but it's also perfectly capable for recording vocals. On a side note, this device was invaluable in learning to scream and do, different extreme vocal techniques. Having a tool like this to be able to hear your progress is necessary for any sort of self-teaching. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more videos that go more in depth on this kind of thing, please consider liking and subscribing so that I might just see you in the next one.